Okay, so let's talk about V3, which is a model that was made by Microsoft. Here you guys can see the paper. It starts with a highly capable language model locally on your phone. So the abstract of this model pretty much goes into showing that it's possible to create a model which is pretty small compared to large language models, which have several billions of parameters or even hundreds of billions of parameters. This is a 4 billion parameter model, which is trained on 3.3 trillion tokens. And pretty much the takeaway from this is that they use a lot of synthetic data to train this model, and it does pretty well in some benchmarks. Although this model might have some shortcomings when it comes to data that is out of distribution of this model, so it does pretty well on benchmark, but in some instances it might not perform that well. Okay, so this model got an update, which we're going to be talking about today. So this new update brings the performance. So here we can see that the original version, we got some benchmarks. Let me see if I can find the benchmarks. Okay, so V3 3.81 had a MMLU of 68, which was close to GPT 3.5, right? I think the main version. That's pretty much the turbo thing, and it was a little bit better than Gemma, the original version of 7B. But this version now have a MLU of 70 after the update, which brings it closer to GPT 3.5. So, and the GPT 3.5 is probably a DCU model. So here, let's test the model. With a lot of synthetic data, these models can be able to learn better with more high quality data, that is. So there is a huge increase on the average score, as you guys can see right here. So now how we're gonna test this model, right? We see here. So this model is as I said previously, is a 3.8 billion parameter model. And if you go to files and versions, you can see that this model has pretty much like around 7 gigabytes. So if you run this model using FP16, it's gonna take around 8 gigabytes. So my GPU cannot load this model using FP16. So we're gonna use LM Studio, right? LM Studio is pretty good. There's other ways to test models, which if you guys wanted me to show you how to do that, you guys can comment down below. Let's search for this model. I'm gonna search for LM Studio. We should be able to see V3 right over here and right here. So this model was uploaded on August 1st, so 26 days ago. And the blog post, I don't know if there is a version. June update. So this model got an update in June, and this is the model that we are going to be testing. So I already have this model downloaded, as you guys can see right here. It's the 8-bit quantized version, which is around 4 gigabytes. So let's go back to chat. We're gonna select this model right here. We are going to be loading. We're gonna be testing. So there are a couple of things that I want to test this model on. It's gonna be pretty much the standard test that we have done before. Okay, guys. So let's test this model. I'm gonna start with something basic. How many R's there is the word strawberry? Strawberry. It should be 3. Okay, it's 3. And list letters and if they are the letter R and count them. Let's see if it's gonna do this. It didn't do what I asked for. Letters, list letters, the word strawberry. Okay. There is one saying some strawberry, lowercase r. Okay, I don't know if this is correct. Okay, it's really hard to tell. Okay, you talk like Yoda. Okay, let's hello. Okay, so the system prompt is working. I'm Phi and I communicate in many ways. So the model knows its name. What is the capital of France? Okay, in Paris resides the seat of government. Yes, this where one finds it, would it care? Okay. Tell me a joke. Why do programs prefer software Android? Because they don't like the Java tying. Note that Phi communicates in other systems which provider. Seems to be working somewhat, but okay, let's see. You are a Spanish teacher. Talk like one when needed. Hello. And aquí goes to Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo puede ayudarte hoy? Can you teach me Spanish? So the model seems to answer only in Spanish. Do you speak English? Let's see if the model knows that. Si habla inglés también, sin embargo, okay. So the model, so by doing this, the model only answer in Spanish, which is interesting. You are a super duper highly intelligent model trained by OpenAI. Let's add this prompt to this model. Hello. Hello, how can I assist you today? Tell me how to calculate the area of a sphere. Let's see. Okay, so it seems that okay, certainly to calculate the surface area, not volume of a sphere. So okay, so it's surface area. There's a formula. Okay, let's test this model for math. Let's just type some math. Time 2 times time 2. Okay, 5% of 200 should be 10. Yeah, it's 10. So okay, it's not bad, but should be more straightforward. 30 tokens per second is not bad. Movies are released in 1999. So there's The Matrix, American Beauty, The Sixth Sense, I think. Okay, not bad. I think it's mostly correct. Largest cities by population in their population. Let's see. Japan, Delhi, more. Let's see. Shanghai, Sao Paulo. Okay. Seems to be a good answer, but okay. Should be just one answer. But that's pretty much it, guys. So this is the new model V3. I want to test the Vision version later to see how we can use that with Vision, which I think is going to be pretty interesting. But that's pretty much the gist of it. The model is pretty capable, especially running locally using a entry-level GPU is pretty good. 30 tokens per second is pretty reasonable. But as you guys saw at the beginning of this video, you need to be aware that you should be loading all the model onto GPU because that's gonna be way faster. But that's pretty much for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.